The demand for solar energy systems is increasing every day. The rate of scam in the industry is also increasing. These are some of the most common scams we have in the solar market. Number one is fake or substandard solar components. We have many fake solar panels, fake batteries, and fake inverters. You will see a solar panel that is 300 watts, but on the sticker or nameplate at the back of the panel, the rating there will be maybe 500 watts or 550 watts. What they do is that they will change the sticker and from 300 watts they will write 500 watts, so they will remove the sticker. There are some panels like the one I saw last year. Just one panel has about 3 stickers. You peel the first sticker, you see another sticker, 3 stickers. Now these 3 stickers, they have different specifications. One is the short circuit current is different, the open circuit voltage is different. You check the second sticker, it is different. Some panels don't even come with what's it called, stickers. If you check the back of the panel, you will not see any sticker. Some of the sellers or dealers will tell you, don't bother, it's a very good panel, it doesn't matter. No, don't buy any solar panel without a sticker, because the specifications on the sticker will guide you in sizing your overcurrent protection devices. Then, if a panel is rated 300 watts and they change the sticker to 500 watts, it means you are buying 300 watts instead of 500 watts. So that alone will make your system to underperform, because what you have in your mind is that you have installed 500 watts, but what the panel is rated for is 300 watts. They do this to make more gain, more profit, which is fraudulent in the industry. So these things are going on in the market. So if you are not careful enough, you will fall prey to this fraudulent dealers or marketers. We have inverters that are rated 7.5 kilowatts, but they will change the sticker to 10 kilowatts. It is fake. We also have fake lithium batteries. You will see a lithium battery that is 12 maybe it is a 10 kilowatts hour lithium battery, but on the sticker they will tell you it is 15 kilowatts hour. So if you are not grounded technically, there is no way you will be able to know the difference, because you look at there are different things you need to take into consideration before you know that this thing is fake or it is original. So a good solar installer or somebody with sound technical background will always buy his components from a reputable company. He knows where he's getting his components. So somebody who has integrity will never install substandard components for anybody, because he's protecting his integrity. So they know where they're always getting those quality components. Now, these people that are selling this fake, it's not as if they don't know where they produce the original ones, but because they want to make quick gains, quick profit, and they want to deceive you by all costs. You don't know, they are dealing on your ignorance. So they will always tell you that, no, don't worry, this one is like this is the original. No, always ask for the data sheets, ask for the specifications, and in most cases you can even talk with the company. There was one, I think last year around April or May, I went to correct an installation and saw a solar panel. It was rated 500 and 550 watts. But when I saw the solar panel, I saw the dimensions, I told the owner, no, this panel is not up to 550 watts. This is around 350 or 400 watts panel. And when I called the company, they told me they don't produce 550 watts solar panel. They only produce 400 and 500, then 600. They don't have 550 watts. So where did this person get 550 watts with the name of the company? Some you will see Trina Solar, you will see Canadian Solar, 250 watt, 350 watt, with fake data sheets, with fake information. These things are going on. If you buy them with the mind that you are buying a 10 kilowatt hour lithium, a 15 kilowatt hour lithium battery, and when you load it, what it can only give you is 10 kilowatt hour. You are buying a 500-watt solar panel. What, even when the irradiance is at 1,000, is 1,000 watts per square meters. This panel will never give you up to 500 watts. The highest you can get is maybe 300 watts or 300 and something watts. It is not a 500 watt or 550 watt solar panel. It is rated 300 watts, but you have been deceived. Some will even ask you at times when you want to buy, do you want me to, respray the panel? Some of them are refurbished, either batteries or panels. They will tell you they want to spray the frame so that it will look new. So if you are somebody who also have that intention, you will tell them, okay, spray, so that when you bring it, your client would know that it is a brand new panel. They will, some of them will even ask you, do you want us to change the sticker for you from 300 to 500 or from 250 to 400 watts? They will ask you. So if you're also fraudulent, you accept. Why all these things? So that you can milk the client. The client will be paying for a different thing. So these things are things you need to take into consideration before you go into solar. Solar is expensive, is capital intensive. So if you're going into solar, you must do it the right way, else you waste your money. Now the next one is cheap, solar packages. Cheap solar packages. This one is a trap for you if you don't know. Cheap solar packages. They will come to you that a solar package of 1 million naira, you can see the dollar equivalent on the screen. 1 million naira will power your 3 ACs, will power your 2 freezers, your 8 fans, your television. In fact, they'll tell you this package will power all your appliances. A package of 1.5 million, 2 million naira will power all your household appliances. These things, they look cheap, but they are not what they are rated for. They cannot power those your appliances. So if anybody is introducing or advertising any solar package, the first thing you should do, if you check my previous video, my last video, how to calculate your daily energy consumption. Know your daily energy consumption. At times they will tell you the inverter is 8 kilowatts. Yes, this inverter may be able to power your ACs, power your freezers, power your water pump, and other household appliances. But for how long? This question, for how long, depends on the battery bank, the size of your battery, or the capacity of your battery bank. How long will it power my household appliances? Yes, the 8 kilowatt inverter or 6 kilowatts inverter can handle these appliances, can even handle their surge power or their starting power. But for how long? And this depends on your battery bank. Your battery bank is like your reservoir. It is a storage tank. Then another thing you have to look at is the number of solar panels. During the day, with the number of peak sun hours I have, these solar panels, they are offering me, how long will it take for these solar panels to recharge this battery? At times, they will give you a package of 8 kilowatt inverter plus 5 kilowatts hour battery. So how many panels will charge this battery? And also, if I have some loads that I want them to run during the day, will these panels, number of solar panels, at times I will tell you 3, 4, 5 units of 600 watt solar panels, will they be able to power my ACs, my freezers during the day, and also sufficiently charge my battery bank? So I told you in one of my videos, I made it clear that the solar power system is made up of different components. We have the solar panel, we have the solar charge controller SCC. If you're not using a hybrid inverter, then we have the battery here. But if you are using a hybrid inverter, you don't need a solar charge controller. Then we also have the inverter. So these 4 components are properly sized to power your loads. The basic goal is your loads, your AC loads. If you're using DC appliances, then you don't need an inverter. But if your appliances, you have AC appliances, alternating current, you need an inverter. So these components are combined together to convert the sun's energy to electrical energy. So you must properly size your solar panel, your solar charge controller, your battery, and your inverter to efficiently power your loads. So when these marketers come to you, the first thing that learn it, it is easy. How to calculate what you are consuming per day. Check my previous video and it will guide you on how to calculate your daily energy consumption. That is the basic foundation of any solar power system. If you know your daily energy consumption, then you know that this 10 kilowatts hour battery, this 15 kilowatts hour lithium battery, 16 kilowatts hour, 30 kilowatts hour lithium battery will be able to sufficiently power my loads when there is no sun. Then the solar panels will also be able to charge my battery bank to 100% state of charge during the day. And if I want to power other loads also during the day, the solar panels should be able to generate that amount of energy. So be careful when you're, being introduced to cheap solar, packages. It is a very big trap. And if your eyes are not wide open, you will waste your money. You see people complain, I bought this solar, I installed this solar last year, I've not used it for up to 2 months, for up to 3 months, and the thing is failing. I'm not able to, use it. You see some people still, going back to use, generators. You are installing solar to give you peace of mind, to save you money, from running your generator, your fuel or diesel generator. But if the system is not properly sized, you're going for cheap solar component, cheap packages, you may fall prey to these fraudulent marketers and dealers. And once you buy them, they will not give you what you want. So you will go back to your generator buying fuel or diesel every day. So always calm down and do it the right way. The next one is buying products, solar components that don't have after sales support. It's another big challenge. No matter how efficient a solar component is, it is not 100% guaranteed that that solar component will not fail. It may fail. It is an electrical component. It may fail at any point in time. So when that component fail or have an issue, you should be able to take it to the service center for them to service it. So if you are buying any solar components, the service center should be in your country or close to your location so that you can easily service that component. Imagine buying an inverter of 2.4 million naira and the inverter gets bad, you are not able to fix it. Then it becomes a waste. You need to buy another inverter. So don't, if you have any installer or anybody coming to market solar components, you should ask them, do you have a service center in Nigeria, have a service center in your country so that you can take these components to the service center whenever they have issues. If there's no service center, you'll be wasting your money. Anytime that components have an issue, then that is the end. Unless you need to send it back to the manufacturer. This may take months. So throughout that period, you'll be in absolute or total darkness. So buy components that have after sales support. And even if they have a service center, how reliable are they? That if you take your product to them, they can fix it without any delay. Some of them, if you take, your inverter or any components, within 24, 48 hours, your inverter is ready. They are very, they do their things very fast. So they are reliable. You can trust them any day, anytime. Some even if you call them on phone, they will direct you, tell you what to do. If you chat them, they respond immediately without any delay. Now the solution, if you want to buy solar components, always buy them from, verifiable distributors or dealers, and buy products that have, barcodes. You can scan, you can verify with their serial number. You take the serial number, go to the company's website. You can easily verify these products. to know the authenticity of that solar component. If you cannot do all these ones, you can or you will need to rely on a sound technical personnel. That is the only person that can help you. Like I told you, a sound technical personnel, with good integrity and good track record, we always try at all times to maintain his integrity, his company's integrity, his business name. So he will always source for the right product, right components, quality components. And that is why when you have different quotes, they may have different amounts, but the quote depends on most times the quality of the materials the installer is using. You may have a breaker of 5,000 naira, but that same breaker, the original breaker, may cost even 20 or 25,000 naira. The mounting rails are there. Quality components are not cheap. That is the truth. So if you want to do solar once and for all, get a quality solar installer that will design the system. He knows the quality of components to use, quality of cables, quality breakers, quality inverters. He knows, and whenever those things have issues, he can resolve those issues on time. If he cannot resolve them, he has access to the company, the service center, and they will attend to him. So don't use roadside installers. They will build a very faulty foundation for you most of the time. Even when you want to upgrade your system, you keep on buying things that you are not supposed to buy. Why? Because you have a faulty foundation. So get a quality installer. If you know you will not be able to verify, take all the steps, the installer knows, how to get good product. If he sees a fake solar panel, he will know. If he sees a fake lithium battery, he will know. We know those companies because we have been dealing with them. We have been using different products for long. So we know the ones that are good and the ones that are not good. Also, be careful of installers who bring incomplete systems. You paid for a complete system, but they will come, there's no breaker box, there's no protection. They come with undersized cables. They will tell you, no, these things don't even need earthing. You don't need protection. There's no need for this breaker. There's no need. You can connect, the panel direct to the charge controller, without the breaker, without the fuse, without, an overcurrent protection device. You don't need a surge protector. Leave all these things. They are not necessary. Solar is just panel to battery, battery to inverter. Once there's light, there's no problem. No, it is dangerous. You install your solar with proper protection devices to protect your system. If there's an overcurrent, overvoltage, or whatever, your system should be fully protected. If you're interested in learning how to design a solar power system, my next training is coming up on the 2nd of April. So the link is in the comments and description of this video. Just click the WhatsApp number and you can chat me up and I will give you, the instructions and the guidelines, on how to join the training. You learn how to design, all solar components. From designing, you'll be able to give a proper quote. So do well to click the link to join. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. You have a wonderful day.